It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Hawks and the football team, and it's coming up next.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Gaudin here alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Seahawks in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And we are underway from FedEx Field.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And for the first time, we get a look at the veteran Russell Wilson as he gets set to lead yet again the Seattle Seahawks offense.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Wilson gives to Collins. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On first down, Wilson.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Collins. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson now on the handoff to Collins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Wilson leaves it for Collins on the draw. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Collins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heineke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
First down, Heineke.
Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Second and 9. To throw is Heineke. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 40 now on second down, Heineke.
And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A carry now for McKissick. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
19 Tiger. 56, Mike, 56.
Heineke on 1st down.
Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Let's go.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down and goal. Heineke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
5 yards remain on second down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Wilson.
Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Seahawks in that first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for Washington, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Second and 16. A handoff for Gibson.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Heineke to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Wilson.
And he'll get this to his running back, DJ Dallas.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
This is Dallas, an inside handoff.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
To throw is Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense back out there.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Play action now. Here's Heineke.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Wild Bill. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's go. 70-10. Take 4. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's get it.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gibson again.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
3rd and short yardage, Heineke.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Heineke now.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Ricky.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. A solid stiff arm. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
From the shotgun, this will be Dallas.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Collins.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Heineke now in the Washington offense.
Down by 13, less than 90 seconds to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Good job. Good job. Check the bag. Check the bag.
2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 56.
Now Heineke.
And that's complete to Brown.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Heineke.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.